this is One Piece Ultimate Warrior. Not Warrior. We're gonna watch this cutscene real quick.
この世のすべてを手に入れた男、海賊王ゴールド・ロジャー。彼の死に際に放った一言は、人々を海へ駆り立てた。
This is One Piece, alright? Probably.
この世のすべてをそこに置いてきた。男たちはグランドラインを目指し、夢を追い続ける。世はまさに大海賊時代。
Okay, so I've watched like none of One Piece, so I can't attest to the accuracy or, you know, how closely it sticks to the original source material. So we got our guy here. We're, you know, some kind of generic swordsman. I'm going to guess this guy is not a part of the story, the main story. Or if he is, maybe he's a side character. I don't know. He's definitely drawn in the style of One Piece, but I don't at all recognize him among the main cast, so I don't know about that. He's definitely got a Buster Sword, so maybe he's like Cloud or something. But anyway, so we're getting in here, we auto pass to our battle, we get into a fight, we spin around, we swing our sword, we do damage, you know, we completely, you know, us, you know, with a jacket, some jeans, and the sword, can totally take on this dude with an RPG launcher. It's, you know, so going to this, 100% realistic, gotta keep that in mind. So we're gonna auto pass to our next quest. You know, it's that kind of thing. But actually, this one isn't so egregious. Oh yeah, there's this guy. He's like a super swordsman. We're going into our like boss battle, I guess, and we get to carry along this guy, this katana guy, and he seems to be pretty good, even though he's only level 1. I'm kind of disappointed that there isn't more sound effects, like a sound effect of hitting the rocket launcher, but there are in some places. But anyway, Katana Guy, you know, took care of it for us. We love Katana Guy. Katana Guy, we want him forever because he'll just do everything for us. But he has to, unfortunately, go away. He just leaves. He pops up for one battle and then he leaves. And of course, we got the Triple S ranking because we did so well. We are just like incredible at these missions. I don't think I've not gone to single Triple S rank. That's just how good I am. So you can trust my opinion about this game. So there's One Piece. There's the guy. There's the island. The island looks pretty nice. Really, in general, this whole game does look pretty nice. Of course, I always have that complaint with these browser-based games. They don't have enough animation frames, but I am waning a bit off of that. Everything else though looks pretty. It's colorful, it's pretty, I'll say it's well drawn, I suppose. It's not the very best, but it does pretty well. It, you know, like any single screenshot of this game does look pretty good. But like literally a single screenshot when it's actually in motion, it looks pretty awful. But anyway, but I'm off of that. So graphically, pretty good. Not perfect. Pretty good. Auto path. So the gameplay, it's pretty simple, which is fine. You auto path. You basically pick a mission, auto path to your next encounter. It goes to the screen where basically it auto battles. I believe you have to activate your own abilities. It doesn't just automatically do it, which is nice. But I didn't really get why I should. I don't know. I think as you get more abilities, it becomes more apparent when you should and shouldn't use your ability. Because the timer doesn't stop. Everyone just keeps going and going and going. So I guess you lead with an ability before you actually attack. And then by the time your next attack comes around, then it will activate. I guess that's how it works. I'm not positive. But, you know, it's auto battle, it's auto path, it's all auto everything. Which, you know, just like the animation thing, I'm kind of, you know, dialing back my seething hatred for, you know, this kind of stuff. But I realize there is an audience for this, and, you know, it can be very relaxing. Just, you know, sit back Friday night and just, you know, play a game with, you know, your favorite anime theme kind of going on. And at the very least, this game does make an attempt to be different, which is nice, and they do make an attempt to make it at least visually interesting. It could be better. It could absolutely be better. Like, I'm absolutely certain you could just, like, fix the camera so maybe it's a little more dynamic. And, like, right off the bat, you'd have a more dynamic game. But you know, they're probably just working with what they got. You know, they're keeping it simple, and that's perfectly fine. Games, there have to be simpler games, and this is one of them. So there's this guy. You know, he's pretty mean looking. He's kind of rich and all that. We're gonna beat him up because that's what we do. We beat up people with our sword. We beat people. We smack people with our sword. You know, because they look down on us. That's how we do over here in One Piece. But they'll be fine. This dude's got about 15 people. Doesn't matter. This chick is going to take out everybody. I don't remember. I remember like every battle that I played went by in, you know, 10 seconds. So it's all relatively fast paced. I do like that you don't have to actually, like, the combat doesn't stop. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, see, like, if you had like sound effects and like a little bit more camera work, that could have been really cool, but otherwise, you know, I'm looking at a flat image with, you know, not great animation. That could use a little bit of work, but anyway. And this is a browser game. They could do a little bit better, but I'm going to stop harping on it. There's another triple S, of course, because we're just amazing like that. After each stage, you, of course, get, you know, your brain chemical reward thing. And then you go back to town. Town is where you get to do everything. Do I actually go in there? This part was a little bit tricky because it made me do a whole bunch of different stuff that I didn't realize. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? What is this? Does any of this matter? And the answer is more or less no. Nothing matters. Nothing ever matters. So we're back in it. So like each mission is kind of instanced. What that means is you basically go into a specific area to do your battle. And it seems like each one's different, which is nice. So at least you have an environment that's constantly changing. And a big problem I do have with, you know, auto-pathing in most games is that you just kind of like, auto-pathing is just like, it's lazy game design. But in this, they kind of even it out a little bit. They kind of balance it to where it like, there's little to no point to not have an auto-path. Because otherwise it would just be, you know, like a game piece or something, moving from space to space. Oh yeah, and then there's this. I haven't watched this anime, and this looks really weird. This guy's being like crucified or something, and then he's crying blood. What a wuss. As if that's the first time he's ever been crucified. You know what I mean? So we've got these upgrades. I unlocked a new skill, and it looks like there's actually a pretty solid amount of skills, even like super skills. Now, oh yeah, there's 3 classes. I'm not entirely certain because I never looked past like the first class. I think it was swordsman, archer, and then probably a mage or something like that. It's always you know, your melee guy, your spell guy, and then your ranged auto attacker guy. Your ranged DPS guy. So you just saw there, it was very brief, but as soon as I used that second skill that I just got, it kind of had this quick time event pop up on the screen, and I think you just you click, you know, the buttons that pop up, and it makes it more powerful. I'm assuming. I don't know. It didn't really. I didn't really care to, you know, pay attention. I'm just trying to, like, you know, sit back and enjoy this one piece, man. I just want one piece of peace, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go face this X guy, and then this weird looking tubby dude helps us out. I mean, I appreciate it, tubby dude, but I don't really need your help. Wait, maybe I do. That's a lot of people. So yeah, they like disappear and then reappear. I don't like that. I don't like it, but I gotta get over it. We have some like weird dude in the back of our party. No idea who that is. But yeah, I mean, overall, this game is not terrible. I think that's pretty high praise, if I do say so myself, for this kind of like genre of game. Not terrible is good. Not terrible is good. And then we get a chest. There's a whole bunch of different upgrades and characters. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of characters to unlock. Another triple S ranking, of course, because we're just amazing like that. I don't think, yeah, like I said, I don't think I've ever not gotten a triple S. Oh yeah, so like the text is awful. Like there's translation errors, there's grammar errors, there's like sentences all over the place that like don't have commas, don't have capitalization. So that part's a mess. So don't at all expect to come in here like with an expect story or anything like that, because it's just awful. Like the translation work was done by like it's even worse than Google Translate, because Google Translate will auto capitalize, I think. At least when I was using it earlier today, it seemed like it did. I had no idea. Oh yeah, this is like a weird little section that we'll end off with. So I'm like, oh, practice. Okay, we're gonna practice something. What are we gonna what are we gonna practice? We're gonna practice running, and then hand-eye coordination. So when this little diamond gets to the center, you press spacebar, and then you go faster. I had no idea what this was supposed to be about. It didn't make any sense. One Piece, Ultimate War. It's interesting. I mean, sort of. Like, as far as browser-based games go, it is not one of the worst ones. I say it's above average. But the One Piece just seems to be the theme that they overlaid on some other, like, base model of a kind of game. And then it's just the assets are changed, so it doesn't seem like they designed the game around this IP, which is kind of unfortunate. Which is actually often the case, but it's not bad. The graphics, okay, it's definitely bright and colorful. I like that. It's relatively fast-paced. The gameplay, there's some problems, but it's not bad. Not bad. Thanks for watching.